what do you think of the play?
I think it's very funny. I like the way it begins.
I don't like it at all.
No.
I think it's awful.
Hello. People often ask you what you think about a place, or a book, or a play. Today you'll see two young ladies who are having a lesson. The teacher tells them what to say when someone says, "What do you think of it?" Let's meet them.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Mrs. Prim.
Sit down, please. Your mother tells me you have a problem, girls. You cannot talk to people, to men. I am going to teach you to talk, girls. Florence, what do you think of the new book by Mr. Dickens?
I haven't read it, Miss Prim.
What do you think of Edinburgh, Florence?
I haven't been there, Miss Prim.
What do you think of Mr. Dacre's new song?
I haven't heard it, Miss Prim.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. I understand your mother now. You have a problem. Let us begin again, and this time say something. You, Florence, will say you like it very much. You, Edith, will say you don't like it. Ready? What do you think of the new book by Mr. Dickens?
I like it very much, Miss Prim. I don't like it at all, Miss Prim.
Very good, girls. Now, what do you think of Edinburgh?
I think it's very nice, Miss Prim. I think it's awful.
Good. What do you think of Mr. Dacre's new song?
I like it very much. I think it's very nice.
Very good, Florence.
I don't like it at all. I think it's awful.
That's very good too, Edith. But we must do a lot of work, girls. A lot of work. What do you think of it?
I don't like it at all. I think it's awful.
What do you think of that?
It looks exciting. I like the way it changes direction all the time.
Yes, I agree. But it looks dangerous and it's very noisy. I don't like the way it throws you about.
What do you think about this?
I think it's lovely. I like all his pictures. I like his colours.
Yes, so do I. But all his pictures are about factories.
Yes, that's true.
Florence, what do you think of Mr. Dickens' new book?
I think it's very exciting and interesting. I like the way it begins.
Edith?
Yes, I agree, but things happen rather slowly. It takes too long to get into the story.
And what do you think of Mr. Dacre's song, Daisy Bell?
I like it. It's a very happy song. Yes, that's true, but I don't like the singer very much. He doesn't sing, he shouts.
And what do you think of Edinburgh?
I think it's very beautiful. I like the castle. Yes, I agree, but it's a very grey city and it rains a lot.
And Mr. Wilde's new play?
I like it very much. I think it's very funny. I don't like it at all. I think it's terrible.
Very good, girls. Very good indeed. I think you're ready now. Tomorrow you can meet some young men.
I like the way it begins. I think it's very funny. I don't like the singer very much.
What do you think of the popcorn?
It's very nice. I like the flavour.
Yes, I do. But it's almost too sweet. And it's bad for the teeth. It's too hard.
What do you think of this? It's a beautiful camera, and it's easy to use. It's automatic. You don't have to adjust it.
Yes, that's true. But it's expensive. And it's very heavy.
Yes, perhaps it is.
Isn't it?
Yes.
What do you think of Ayckbourn's new play?
I think it's very good. It's very funny.
Yes, I like it too. But it's very like his last play.
Yes, we enjoyed that one.
What do you think of the music? I haven't heard it before. I like it very much. I think it's very nice.
Well, I don't like it at all.
What do you think of the people? I haven't met them before. I like them very much. I think they're very nice.
Well, I don't like them at all.
What do you think of the wine? It tastes very good to me. I like it very much. I think it's very nice.
Yes, I agree.
So, this is Seton Delaval Hall. It's very impressive. Yes, but the pillars are strong enough, aren't they? I wonder how many people walk down here.
Must be the cookeries.
It was built for a man called Admiral George Delaval, and it took over 10 years to build.
Excuse me, are you going to the banquet?
Yes.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, some of our friends have been and said they enjoyed it, so we thought we'd come along.
We really are looking forward to it. We had to book our table 6 weeks ago, so it's obviously popular.
Thank you. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Bill Midgley. I'm the manager and producer for the medieval banquets at Seton Delaval Hall in Northumberland. Part of my duties is also to compare and direct the show that we present every evening. A medieval banquet is basically wining and dining and being entertained in the style of our forefathers. There was no cutlery in those days, so we only use a dagger and our fingers, which are much more practical, I feel, than a knife and fork on these occasions. The first course, we call it a broth, a Baron's broth. It's a very nice soup indeed. There's nothing tinned or anything like that here. It's a very nice soup, and we have a specially prepared bread, which people, we don't use spoons, you see, so you tear the bread off, and you dunk it in your soup and eat away. It's very nice indeed, I love it. Second course is a meat course, a savoury spare rib course. Now, that is my favourite course. We serve it in a rather beautiful sauce, and the gravy trickles down your chin, and you can't be very dignified with it. All of the courses really are presented in a sort of theatrical style, with the audience taking part. And the whole thing adds up to a rather pleasant evening with good food and wine, because mead and wine are served throughout your meal.
It's different. Well, one can go into a restaurant and have a meal and sit down and eat it, you know, as we normally eat everything. This is just a little bit different to what one normally gets.
We like it very much, yes, very much indeed.
I think it's fantastic. Why? It's away from the modern restaurants. It's part of the past, something you never see, and it's not a frozen TV dinner.
Well, it makes you go back in time and think what it must have been like in King Henry's day.
The food is fabulous and the entertainment is wonderful. Just the whole thing. I can't pick out any one thing that I like more than the other.
We brought a friend from Portugal. Showed him a little bit of old England.
Yes, I was in Paris last week. Wonderful place. What do you think of it, Ernest?
Oh, very nice.
I think it's very beautiful. I like the castle.
Castle? In Paris?
Yes, I agree. But it's a very grey city and it rains a lot.
Oh, does it?
You're very sporty today, Walter. New?
Yes.
Very good. What do you think of it, Miss Florence?
Pardon?
It's new. What do you think of it?
I like it very much. I think it's very funny.
Funny?
I don't like it at all. I think it's terrible.
What about Mr. Dacre's new song? What do you think of that?
Oh, yes. Daisy, Daisy, give me an answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you.
I like it. It's a very happy song. Yes, that's true, but I don't like the singer very much. He doesn't sing, he shouts. Oh.
Mr. Dickens' new novel. What do you think of it?
I think it's very exciting and interesting. I like the way it begins. Yes, I agree, but things happen rather slowly. It takes too long.
Well, is everything all right, girls?
Well, as always, it's time for me to go through what we learned today. It was... What do you think of it? I don't like it at all. I think it's awful. I like the way it begins. I think it's very funny. I don't like the singer very much.
Very nice, my dears. I hope you'll be very happy. And if you have daughters, teach them to talk. It's important.